Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome to a totally pro live stream on twitch.tv/RoninPawn. How long has the music not been playing? Damn it, Morty! It was me. What? Houston? Yeah, it was me. I was supposed to be playing the music and I didn't. Well, what? You could have at least brought me my beer so I didn't have to get it during the intro. I think you should stop drinking as much as you do. Fine words from a man who downs a gallon of coffee a day. Hey, let's not talk about that, all right? I'm in a program. All right. Hello and welcome to twitch.tv/RoninPawn live stream on twitch.tv/RoninPawn. Pawn music was playing. Mike was just muted, says Rai Tintin. Excellent. And then we're all doing professional things. Hello, Rai, by the way. Hello, WWW071. New sponsor, Ronin Pawn? No, it's old sponsor, same sponsor as ever. We're brought to you by the Rockmax Corporation, makers of the finest space toiletry. A lovely bowl for all weather occasions. Just remember to wax it, and if you're gonna take it off-road, you know, put it in 4x4 mode. Hello, Bobo. Hello, Noah Crawl. Hello, the 14th Doctor. Hello, Swampus. Sorry, Pawn. Hi, Swampus. Sorry. Did Scott reach out to you again, says the 14th Doctor. Not Manly, but the other one, yeah, Rockamax, he's considering funding me. If I can manage to, you know, drum up some people to watch my live streams, then he'll... Houston, still working in the crash test industry? That was never what we did, Cavoodle. It was always a very professional space program that we were running. That we were running in, if you don't recall, I'll remind you, in... Wait. Kerbal Space Program! It's developed by the makers of Squad. The makers of Squad, it's just parents squatting out game developers, what that was. That was a lot of coitus involved in the making of Squad. Hello, Pawn, it's good to catch a stream for a change. Also, I'm back from day 3 of a games event, says Rai1010. Congratulations on the birth of your children. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Why am I congratulating? It's cool. 3-day games event. Why? So you're homosexual is what I'm taking from that. Three gay day event. Why didn't you invite me? Damn it, we all could have had fun. Ah, that's lovely beer. It's just like 80 cents a can. Just delicious. No, I love it. I actually do like it. I consider it very sweet. Pawn, how old are you, says Swampus? Sorry, I'm as old as my teeth and just a wee older than my tongue. Strike that, reverse it. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I've got some thoughts and I've got some ideas of what we could do today. My friends and lovers, true. Resume saved, bring us back to David. I've cleaned up my save file a little bit. I think there were 30-some flights in progress on David, and they're just downed craft, things that I've, you know, they're abandoned projects and/or projects that, you know, were leading to better projects. Yeah, there's still a lot of crap around here, isn't there? Indeed there is. Day 4 tomorrow, so let's add another guy to the shenanigans. Is right? What? What? Past the age where you get a proper answer to your question, says Cavoodle. That's true. That's my age. I'm old enough to know better, is what I am. I always love that. That's a quote from, like, Miracle on 34th Street. They ask Santa Claus, or I'm sorry, he wasn't Santa, he was Nicholas von whatever, but they asked the man who believes himself to be Santa Claus, and who we all believe by the end of the movie he is Santa Claus. They ask him, how old are you? And he says, I'm as old as my tongue and just a wee older than my teeth. Something like that. That's his answer. I like it. I'm stealing it. 68, says Noah. No, 64. When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sitting by the fireside? Sunday mornings go for a ride. Only a few individuals know the true age of the Ronin Pawn, and I am not one of them, so don't ask me. Okay, so what the hell is going on here, Pawn? Well, let's see, what should we look at first? There's a lot of things that I want to look at, and then the plan for today, friends, lovers, true, my father was here today, stayed over last night. He's moving in with me into my house in Detroit. And so he stayed over last night, and this morning he woke up early because he wanted to watch some Formula 1 racing. And I ended up watching the Formula 1 racing with him. Let's get rid of this. Don't pay no mind to Hyper-Edit. Hello, little drone carrier. I ended up watching the Formula 1 racing with him, and, you know, my first thought was, can I make one of those in KSP? I think I can make one of those in KSP. I want to make a jet-powered Formula 1 race car and test it at the Arctic, which is why we have HyperEdit installed over here. But pay no mind to that. Today, right here, right now, we've got a drone lander? Is that what I call it? What the hell did I call this thing? What's the info on this? Drone carrier Mark IV. Going at approximately 15 tons. This drone carrier can be yours today for the small price of it not being a particularly useful thing to have. Why don't we have one cheek moon and one cheek sun? Then it can be a twilight butt. Why does Blind Gaming get all the good quotes in chat? Damn it. Cut him in half and count the rings, says Brent Gary. Hello, Brent Gary. Look at Pawn's dad. Hair like a 20-year-old. Yeah, that's where I get it from. That and the hair distributors in China. Ronan Pawn, biatch. Been there, done that. Been where, done what? Watched Formula 1 racing, and nobody responded to my reference. Says, do you know how I get these scars? Says Noah. Back with the Helicarrier. Yes, it is modeled after my Helicarrier model because it's a brilliant design. I'm using these Mark II cargo bays for the underbelly of a ship like this. It's going to be a carrier, incredibly lightweight, incredibly damage resistant. They will survive landing on them very well. And then building yourself, you know, if you're going to have a runway, you can't make a runway out of wings, because if you're ever going to land anything on it, wings do not have a high damage tolerance. They will pop the moment that anything touches them. Strong breezes will rip them to shreds. So, if you're going to do such a thing as this, then you're going to have to, with and these too, and then you're probably gonna have to like tack them all together with a whole bunch of you know what I'm talking about. Not the structural panels, but the struts. You're gonna need a lot of struts on this. So does this fly, Pawn? Does it? Well, it's sitting on top of the helipad. What the hell do you think? Sitting on top of the VAB. Where the hell do I take the things in my life that work? I once took a woman here. Man, did she work. She earned that $50. Anyway. You're so bad at this, there's no... Who? Batman reference? The Joker? Who's the Joker? Why won't you fly? It just needs to be shookened a little bit. Where the hell? I'm supposed to be controlling it from a different place. Where's the place where I control? It's all in the back. The weight's in the back. Oh god, it's taken off. Control it from there. There we go. Okay. So, does it fly? Not sure, really. It requires more testing. This drone carrier was designed by taking all of the little 1-ton drones that we made last time, on the last time I played KSP on the live stream, and just tacking them onto the side of this and seeing how many it took to get it off the pad. And it is indeed 8 of them. They are all set up so that if you press space, they will detach, and they each have their own Probidyne Octo 2s, so they are individually controllable. I don't know what kind of luck you'll have with doing that if you decide to do that, but it's very controllable. Doesn't have a very high speed, doesn't have any thrusters in the rear. KSPJT just subscribed! KSPJT, thank you so much! Subs, Ronan Pawns in chat, first off, get him over there. Number 2, thank you so much, subs, for the, kind of useless, snub-nosed, not long enough to land anything on drone carrier. Thank you for the subscription, KSPJT. And welcome to the stream, Corsair 5587. Forgot to resub in time, says Cavoodle. Hold on. Noah Craw is the only one putting a Ronan Pawn in chat. There you go. KSPJT! Yes, it works. Now, we need to send you a pawn coin. That's actually... I can't talk about those. They're still in development. The last one destroyed most of a continent's worth of Kerbals. But we're gonna get it down eventually. You know, the lives of Kerbals have never been that big of a deal for me. You know, let's go over to whatever this thing is over here, 1.2 kilometers away from us right now. Let's head in this direction. Look, we're hitting a top speed of 23 meters per second, and we're only a little bit dropping toward the surface and about to explode. So, better than usual is what I would say. Come on, roll her forward. It flies brilliantly. It's doesn't have any rear thrust. There's just enough for VTOL thrust to, you know, keep us aloft. But, you know, other than the fact that it doesn't really have much of a use, and if I deploy any of the decouplers that attach all of the engines to, well, then the whole thing is going to explode. Other than that, pretty good. Noah Crow just subscribed. Hey, Pawn, just wanted to say thank you for the streams. Noah with the resub. Can we get some Ronin Pawns in chat? Thank you, Noah. And Cavoodle Distraction resub. Damn, it's a resub stream, everybody. Well, it's a sub and resub stream. Thank you, KSPJT, for joining the crew. I mean, you've always been here. It's not. I'm not saying. I'm not calling it a comeback. You've been here for years. Yeah. All the little things in chat. Okay, we've approached whatever this thing is down here. That we wanted to, land next to, I guess is the plan. Need to decrease my movement. There we go. Alright, surface speed now down to 4 meters per second, 4.3, 4.4. Okay, it's increasing now. I think I need more momentum. No, I need to go forward. Right, 1010 just subscribed. Hey, look, I did it too. I'm trying to land a Helicarrier, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Also, let me land this. Okay, do that. We're gonna be fine. We're coming down at 3 meters per second right now. It's the slowest I've ever landed one of these things. Boom, killing the engines. Oh, splashdown right next to the other one, Ronin Pawn. SAS off, and she floats on her own, and oh my god, between all the subs and the shouting that I just did, that hurt my head a little bit. Jesus, thank you all for the subscriptions. Check it out, people. I got a couple of them down on the pad. Now, I said that it's not useful for landing anything. I said that. I may have been lying, because this, whatever this was one of my little, it was my sub-1 ton flying jet drones. I came in for a landing with this thing, and it destroyed nothing. All the parts are still here, both of this craft as well as the craft. It didn't quite, I don't know if you call it a landing. I mean, the drone walked away from it, so I guess it counts. I flew it in at about 40 meters per second, and just nosed it up as much as I could, and then it was just like, trying to get it, because it's such a small pad to hit. I don't know how I managed to do it. I must have hit it with, like, the nose cone to the, or maybe the landing legs, because the wheels have a good high impact tolerance. I must have caught a landing leg on the edge of one of the structural panels, and it just stopped fast, and nothing exploded, and I said, cool, I landed it. Oh, I'm insane. Building a 600 quid drone for 100 though. How are you gonna do that? In KSP you're talking about, right? Not in reality. You can't do that in reality. This is my drone carrier. It is mostly useless. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna throttle it all the way up. Alright, you see me land it. One of the things that I haven't actually tried with this is releasing the drones, releasing the engines. So we get it up into the air. It's going to take a minute because, the water's really sticking to us here. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Damn, it's pretty. It'd be prettier if I installed any of the mods that make KSP pretty, but I'm a little bit scared of installing all the mod packs that I used to run because they always cause problems. Whoa, SAS on pawn. What are you doing? Trying to run into the other one? Hey, let's land one on the other. Yeah, we've done that. Oh, crap. What's going on? Okay, I almost flipped the other. We're fine. Just a little love pat from one to another. It's not mating season, drones. Put it back in your pants. Well, you're the one doing the mounting. Don't let him do that to you, hon. At least have him wear protection. I don't see any rubber sleeve here. Bargain rockets a riot, says Rai Tintin. There's something in my throat. I think it's my throat. Let's wash it down with beer. Bargain rockets is definitely on my to-do list. I want to get that installed. I got to get texture replacer back in so I can get Bill back here in proper style, in proper mustachioed style. There's a number of them that I'm going to go for, but I'm very reticent to go too far in adding mods. What kind of height should we wait for? Let's not wait any longer, Pawn. Let's see what happens here. We're at 300 meters. We're climbing to 8.8. I've got these things staged in such a way that I think I'm going to restage them on the fly here. I want all of these 4 center ones to go at once, and then we'll just see, won't we? We'll just see. In fact, I'm going to throttle down to about there, and then I'm going to release them. Did I release them, and then throttle all the way back up on that one, And then these guys are independently controllable, and they're doing a little dance. I don't think that worked out very well for anyone. Okay, can you fly? Can you hover with the 4 engines? Your weight is lighter now. We are diminishing our speed. 21.8, 21.7. This could work out just fine. Just gonna back off a little bit. Hey! It's in the water! I'm counting that a success. There aren't any engines left. I'm counting that a success. Where's the... I think the drones that I sent flying, I think they're gone. I think they're dead. All of them. That was successful! The entire craft did not explode. And as anyone who has seen my previous KSP content will tell you, stunning, glorious success is what we call that. Welcome to the stream, bright, shiny objects. Why send condoms to pawn? Do the cats have spawn to file? Oh, there are the drones. There's somewhere out there. They're there. Yes, there's somewhere out there indeed. In fact, can I transfer to them now? Come on, give me a drone. No, not. I don't need those. Yeah, here's a drone. Here's a drone. Okay, throttle up and save yourself. Throttle up and save. I think I can. I think it will. That one didn't make it. How do I control this thing again? Like so, pawn. Like so. Okay, the controls are completely aft. Control from here. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there. Okay, we'll just land this one safely. In Houston's tower. We'll just land it safely on not in. Did I say in? I might have said in. I don't mean that, Houston. What are you doing, pawn? I'm messing up your voice because there's something in my throat. I knew I was always safe. Yeah. Quit impugning my ability to, you know, harm others. So that's the drone carrier, ladies and gentlemen, something that I was tinkering with the day after last live stream KSP. Let's get back to, I just want to go back to the Space Center. You're moving over, I swear I'm not moving over surface. I swear I'm not. I swear it. There we go. We'll just leave all that crap out there. It's fine. Somebody will come along and clean it up eventually. So Pawn, I won't be around for much longer, says Hoyo is streaming. Oh! Well, Hoyo is streaming then. If you have to leave, then let's take a look at your craft. Hoyo's made a video on YouTube, and I got linked to it over Twitter. And I've pulled down a copy of the craft so that we could have a look at it on this stream, because this was part of my little challenge that I put out there where let's all make sub 1 ton drones, and Hoyo has made something cool and shared it on YouTube. Now I gotta figure out what it's called and where the hell it is in the list. It's probably not all the way to the bottom. What the hell was it? It was for Pawn. It was drone for Pawn. D, and then followed by a F, and then a P. There you go. 144 parts in this drone. It was supposed to be less than a ton. This is significantly more than a ton, and there's reasons for that. Let's get it out on the airstrip. I've watched the video. This is the first time that I'm popping it open in KSP, but I have watched the video. I probably should have referenced the description of the craft, actually, before we got it started, because I don't remember all the buttons that I'm gonna have to press. Hoyos, could you just real quick give me a manual? Maybe. I believe I had to control from somewhere. Is there a... There's probably, is there some control, surely there's a drone somewhere, or maybe I could just control from a non-controlling, control from that thing. What about up here? Aim camera? No. There's gotta be, oh, wait, I think I see one. There you go, control from here, and now can I drive it? Yes, I can! I am driving the vehicle. Okay, the drone for Pawn. This thing... maybe a little over-equipped. Maybe slightly a little bit over-equipped. But okay, so we drive it around, and then we lock her up, we put the brakes on, and then there's gonna be, it's all gonna be action groups, so I'm gonna figure this out sooner or later. I'm sorry, mate, says Hoyos. What, you're sorry for giving me a cool drone to play with? Ren Phoenix, cheers a lot. 20 bits for Pawn 2, says Ren Phoenix. Who's Pawn 2? No, give them to me. I'm the original Pawn. I'm gonna... Thank you for the cheer. I think I'm going to press 1. That's where I would start. If I were making action groups, I would start with the 1. Press G first, says Hoyos. G. Aha! And then, of course, right after G would come 1. 2, he says. Press 2. Pressing 2. Alright, we've 2'd it. Helicarriers is now following. I did not say that right. Can I turn the brakes off and drive away? Oh! Oh, we've got a launch pad! Thank you for the follow. Helicarriers. I think I said it nice. Rex Skates. Cheer 5, it lives! This is a pretty cool little tanker truck here. I like it. If I recall correctly, this is all here for the weight, so that it doesn't flip over and roll, so it's got some stability to it. So we drive the truck away, and then we pull up, we put the headlights on. We'll light this sucker up from this side. Yeah, that's a good idea, Pawn. And then we'll just throw the brakes on. Don't actually hit the launch clamps. The landing pad there, launch pad. 1 is for the car engine. Oh, okay, turning the car on and off. So at this point, I would figure all I'd have to do is, let's see, is there a control from here? Control from here. SAS on, throttle to full. I would just press space. Pressing space, and then I have to get it off of here before it starts like pulling this thing up. By the way, turn the lights on. Right? Welcome to the stream, Elmiter. Now press 3 on the launch pad and wait a little. Be sure to enable SAS and go full throttle. Hitting 3. Mahoyo16Y is now following. Welcome, Mahoyo. Mayo. Yeah, that's okay. So we've got it's throttling up. When it starts to lift the pad off of the ground, I press space. Right now 4. Now 4, says Hoyos, and we're up and away in the Hoyos sub-ton drone that comes complete. Order now, and you will receive not only the Hoyos sub-ton drone, but we'll actually send you. First off, we'll send you 2. Just pay for 2 of them. And then order now, and we'll include a launch pad, mobile launch pad with a truck in front of it. Headlights and stuff like that. Plus, we'll throw in a free egg slicer. Rex Skates, why echoey? Is it echoey? Is the microphone echoey? Wow, this gets some pretty good speed. Wait a second, I'm not seriously testing this. Let's test this before I destroy it. There we go. Let's just keep it nice and at sea level here. No, okay, maybe less at sea level than that. There. Just go to find controls. There we go. No, I saved it. There, it's okay. So 40 meters. No, up. It wants to pull down. Hoyos, what have you done to me? All right, so we'll just point it up a little bit. And I need to stop tinkering with it, or else we're never gonna get hit full speed. Yeah, it's definitely got some downward drag issues. Well, it's 282 meters per second is the maximum speed of that. I've just determined. It was the maximum speed at which I could fly it before destroying it. Excellent. No need to revert, just take me back to the Space Center. All that stuff will be wiped off the pad the next time I launch something, darn. Fly to the island runways is Corsair 5587. Well, I would, except for I was the one flying it, so of course it's dead. Check your headphone jack. Oh, Noah is saying check your headphone jack because it's not the mic. We're not echoey on the microphone. I've only done some maneuver tests as Hoyo is streaming. It was flying good. With SAS, and if you're not trying to skim the surface of the water, it would have been fine. I also received another craft from the 14th Doctor in Discord just before we started the stream, and I wanted to have a look at that as well, because I haven't looked at this one at all. I don't know what the hell it is, and I'm not even sure that I know what the name of it is. I don't know what this is. That's Noah's submission. It works. It works and flies. It's not any this is not the Prospector Road. There's all stock parts. Oh no, it's a VAB craft. That's right. I'm recalling now, probably because the 14th Doctor just put it into chat. I'm telling you, we're on like, it's a mind link. You guys have to remember it before I remember it. So, if there's any time where you're just like, God, I can't believe Pawn didn't remember that. Did you remember it? Be honest. Be honest. Did you put it into chat? Madness Maker, that's right, it's called the Madness Maker. Okay, I have no idea what this is. I haven't loaded it up, as you can see from the fact the icon isn't here. Load that sucker up. Oh, are we streaming at 1280 by 720? That's from VR. We can do 1080. 60. No problem. No. We'll do that after the break, the midstream break. We'll finish this out in 720 and then we'll... Jesus. God. The Madness Maker. What Does she like it? I mean, geez, this, what the hell have you guys, it's, okay, so let's just look at the weight first off, 304 tons, sure, I wish I had, is it Engineer, Kerbal Engineer? The one that gives you the Delta V ratings and stuff like that. So you've got, I'm just gonna say like 67, SRBs there, that are attached to 42 other SRBs that are underneath the whole thing. Rex Gates cheering. Will it flip over end on end? Well, let's launch the thing. At full speed, and not try and turn it over at all. Can it be flown? That's no sub 1 ton drone. That's a moon vessel. Well, I ain't taking it all the way to the moon, but I will give it the old Ronin pawn, kick the tires, light the fires. SAS on, throttle to full. Go! By the way, there are definitely cheaper ways to get to the moon, 14. Ways that do not involve... My God, look at the numbers next. 6, 5, 4, 3. I might not be wrong with 40, whatever I said. 60-some SRBs firing all at once. 230 meters per second at 2 kilometers. Going straight up, not even going to turn down. Okay, I'm starting to turn down. We are now breaking the sound barrier at 3.5 kilometers. Turning down on the 90, going after... No, don't spin it. Don't spin it. Ah, dip it. It's fine. It's fine. This is how I fly all my craft. Come on, down, bubble. Down bubble a little bit. Ooh, it doesn't like me going down bubble. Just gonna let the solid fuel burn and burn and burn and burn until something's out, and then I'll release. Well, I don't know. When we get to the bottom of those tanks, I'm gonna hit spacebar and we'll see what happens. Good God, man. Here we go. Coming to the bottom of the solid fuel tank, stage number 1, and out. Okay, that doesn't seem to have gone well, but I don't know, it's not my design, so maybe this is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's always intended to work. We're now burning on liquid fuel. These thumpers are just, are they contributing? Are they still generating thrust? I don't know that they're burning anymore, because we don't have readings on the SRB. Oh, okay, it went on its own. Okay, so that was pushing us. When I hit space, it detached a lot of things, and that was just pushing us up. We were burning the liquid fuel because the SRBs were burning on their own. Okay, it's an interesting craft. Well, we've made space. 70 to 80 kilometers. Are we to the moon yet? Didn't manage to turn it down at all, but I'm gonna let this play out. I want to see just how far. Maybe we can impact the moon. I mean, look at where I came off. Yeah, we might hit the moon. Face first. Eating a sausage roll. Who's eating sausage rolls? On a live stream of all things. It's so unprofessional. So unprofessional. Ugh. I had sausage for lunch. What was that? Zook is now following. Hello and welcome, Zook. Liquid fuel is burning for ages. It's a slow burn. It's going to take all day. It's a long way to Tipperelli. Let's go up to Fizz Warp 4 and see if I can't force this to happen at a speed that, you know, that won't make me just quit now so we can get on to making a Formula 1 car. Because I actually do have some other things that I built in the interim that I meant to show you. What are we at here? We've already been streaming for a friggin' half hour. Come on! Come on, ship! Go to the moon! Or at least as far as you can go on whatever liquid fuel you have left in the tanks. Curious. Oh! We're almost out on this one. So this would be a transfer stage to the moon if I'd flown it correctly. And then you switch that, and now we've got... Yeah, these are landing engines. Surely. You got 4 Terriers burning from a... Okay, thank you for the spin. 4 Terriers burning from an X216 fuel tank. There's got to be more fuel stored there. Is there? Because that's burning so quick. Is this connected to... Have you shoved fuel tanks inside of fuel tanks or something here? Maybe it's just... No, this is about to be empty and we're not going to be out there. That's weird. Yeah, Gendry Davos is now following. Gendry, tell me how the hell this is working. Have you got... Where the hell's the fuel in this thing? And why did it shut down on me there? I'm gonna hit space again. Okay, that's the return flight. Why? Oh, because we're out of oxidizer. We're out of oxidizer, so yeah, it didn't get through the liquid fuel. Okay, so you got the NTS adapters. That's where the extra fuel was. I knew there was extra fuel somewhere. NCS adapters storing some fuel that are merged into the X200 with the 4 Terriers, and then I just hit all of the buttons now. How far did we get on this trip? Well, we're leaving the solar system. We blew about a third of the way to Duna with the power that you put in that ship. Slightly overkill for the moon, but hey, everybody does things their own ways. It made it! Questions Rex. Oh yeah, it definitely would have made it to the moon if, you know, a fella, you know, had been flying it instead of just me sitting back being silly. Back to the VAB. Shall I actually take the whole first half of the stream and show off some fun things that I've made? Let's see if there's any more fun things to show off. Ren Phoenix Cheers 5 with under 1 ton drone on Kerbal X by Ren Phoenix. I'm clicking it. The screenshot it doesn't give me great confidence in the craft Ren Phoenix. I can't show you what I'm seeing now, but if you were to see what I was seeing now, yeah, I can't show you what I was going to do it, but I can't show you. A stock aircraft called Under 1 Ton Drone built with 19 of the finest parts. Its root part is Probe Core Octo 2, built in the spaceplane hangar in KSP version 1.3. Is it 1.3 already? Alright, I'm going to download your craft. We'll see if I can get to it, because then I got to go over and I got to move stuff around and that sort of thing. Next time in KSP at the latest, probably we'll have a chance to get to it, but let's see if there's anything else that I've gotten here that's worth showing off. Now, we flew my 1-ton jet drone last time. We looked at the Drone Mini 1.0, which would be great on Minmus. I think you guys are right there, and I want to give it a try. The Jet Drone 1.0 and the Jet Drone 1.0 Tall, awesome. We just saw the Jet Drone Tall in action, 8 of them, in order to lift the little drone carrier that I came up with. But I was working on, I think, one other failed project, and I guess I'll just show you where I left off in my failures while I was working on it, because I had another idea on how to move these drones around. It just didn't make sense to have a helicarrier for these drones. So I was trying to come up with what I was calling a Penta-Drone, because there is I'm running out of disk space on the F drive. Again. I gotta clear out some hard drives. We're gonna be listening to that ding for the rest of the frickin' live stream. Go on, professional. Chocolate shortbread cookies and PBRs should not be mixed. But if you never tried it, you'd never know. Now I know, and I can tell you. It's a Penta-Drone because the middle was going to be a glider that would return on its own after providing extra fuel, okay, to the 4 drones to get them, you know, to just extend their maximum distance. Get them up in the air, get them going, get them in the direction that you want, and then all 4 of them could break off and go in whatever direction you wanted. That was the concept. In terms of the execution, whoever designed it will probably require an execution. That's not sub 1 ton. Well, it's a carrier for sub 1 ton drones. And the main drone is probably sub 1 ton after you burn out all the fuel anyway. Alright, so this is how it flies. Takes off, it's just immediately, boom. I'm gonna try and pull up it. Why are these things still on the pad? And how are we still a plane? Screw it, I'm going with it. Alright, 60 meters per second, and we're flying, and we're dead. So that's basically, oh, I'm professional. Who can get past that part of the design? Something doesn't quite work with putting your control surfaces behind the wings and then having space in the middle. kind of flexes the craft and the aerodynamics want to like pull in. It doesn't work. Rex Gates cheers many times, saying, "Now that's a pawn plane." What the hell? I've never seen Kerbal Space Program leave things on the runway. Those things were left on the runway. It's supposed to clear the runway of any obstructions before you lift off, regardless of where on the runway it is. That's how it used to work anyway. Well, that's a new thing. Maybe I've destroyed them enough that it'll be eaten by the fact that I've turned off all of the debris. You can't have any debris in this save file because I've already got enough crap flying around. I can't be spending clock cycles on debris. Revert to the spaceplane hangar? Yes. Let's do. The craft was clearly not good enough. It needs more struts, says Corsair. I don't know if... I struggled with this a lot, trying to get it to a workable state, and the problem is, well, one of the problems, one of the many, many problems is, so, center of lift versus center of mass. That seems like a problem right there. But it's, I mean, it is. You just saw how it flew. But it's not so much, like, if I put the center of lift slightly behind the center of mass, because these control surfaces are back here and then there's this big space here and it's back, you can't trust this aerodynamic line the way that you'd like to. If I put it back there, it flies even worse. It either doesn't get off the ground at all or it flips well before 60 meters per second. And I could not find, like, the magic spot in there where it would work. Part of the reason, by the way, that I've done all of this with using these hard points in order to extend these things back there, it's silliness. I like the look of it, but the reason that I started doing it was so that I could get the jets themselves more or less on the same level with the center of thrust. You know, I wanted the center of thrust at the same level as the center of mass. I wanted to just be pushing straight back, because I thought in one of the earlier designs, which I will now show you, that maybe that was the reason why I couldn't get anywhere with the old Penta-Drone. What was, like, the first Penta-Drone? Well, the first one's too far back, but let's take a look at maybe Mark V? Mark V! This was before I started changing everything around. This one didn't work either. The more conventional, you're thinking, well, it's just an unconventional design. Well, I started out with a fairly conventional design. Problem is, these control surfaces, these elevons, being where they are, and just wouldn't. It refuses to work. It refuses to work. I don't know. Somebody figure it out and then send me the craft file. Oh, welcome to the stream, Ned Kwai? It's supposed to be Ned Guy. Shut up about my F drive. You know nothing. Ronan, ice cream. Try angling them. Angling the engines, because I have angled the wings, Noah. I have angled the wings. I definitely tried that quite a bit. It was hell. It was a fun hell, though. I enjoyed creative mode even when I'm not getting anywhere near what I was hoping to get toward. It's a lot funner than, say, career mode, even when you are getting where you want to go. I have an idea, okay? Shouldn't tell you about that idea. It's gonna get me arrested in a couple of states. No, I have an idea to do a new run-through in Kerbal in career mode, but either just give myself all of the money in science that I need to buy everything out early, and then just use career mode as a place to get missions, and then I can build whatever I want, however I want, using whatever parts I feel should be available to me. And then that avoids, like, installing a bunch of different mods that make decisions for you. I can just do it all myself. Or, I do recall looking at, some time ago, there was a mod that rebuilt the whole 100 cheers from Rex! Hee, not like this. Says Rex, it's not like this. Hoyo says this, no, please turn the elevons around because they're backwards and unaerodynamic. They work lovely like that on the drones that they're attached to, and that's why they're that way. Because they work, we get 430 meters per second out of those drones when they're on their own. It is probably causing a lot of troubles with the Penta-Drone. What the hell was I saying? There is a mod for KSP that completely reimagines its economy, where it's not science and money based, it's something else, and so the science and money, it would basically do something similar to what I've got in my mind. But anyway, that's how I'm thinking about trying to play career mode again, because career mode is just frustrating and the parts that you get at the times that you get them and the things that you want to do at the times that it's giving you missions that you can't do because it hasn't given you the availability to even career mode. We have to complain about Kerbal once every 43 minutes or else, you know, all is lost. Tell you what, we're not going to start building a craft. We're not going to start building a craft right now. Let's have a look at the this. Let's just load something up that we haven't looked at for a minute, because I'm going to go and I'm going to get Ren Phoenix's craft and I'm going to put it into my folder and we're going to have a look at that before the midstream break, and when we come back we'll start trying to make a Formula 1 racer. This is my little drone mini. I know I showed it off last time, but I'm very proud of it. All 10 parts of it. All 10 parts of it, and all 33 units of oxidizer. I don't know. It's very good. It is just, it's perfect. It is the lightest weight little LFO that I imagine could be useful. Ronan Pone, I guarantee you they work better if you turn them the right way around. Well, then try it, Mr. I guarantee you. You see. You see. You go look. You can see. Here, I'll give you the design. Here's the tall one. You can look at all the parts. Easy enough to do again what I've done and flip those elevons around. Then you tell me whether they work better, whether you can achieve 430 meters per second without pulling one way or the other when you flip them over. Or we could just do it right here, right now, I suppose. That's probably easier. There we go. Okay, but the problem now, okay, aerodynamics, center of this and center of that. So what was it before I made those changes? It's up there, so I gotta get it right back there again. Just a tick ahead. The bottom of that line needs to touch that line. Alright, we'll do it your way. So that's straight up and down, and then give me this, and I want to put this right at the, it was above, right? It's above, and it was right there. Give me this, don't save it because it's not going to work. It's stupid, I hate it. Wait, do I have to re-invert the controls? Deploy direction inverted. There we go. Normal now. And launch. We'll test Noah. We'll test him right now. Whether it works better and is more aerodynamic. If we get 550 meters per second out of this thing, I'm gonna be pissed. It makes more aerodynamic sense for it to be the other way around. Because see this big, thick space in the other way it's thin, and it passes. Rex Skates donates $4. Thank you, Rex. Okay, throttle all the way up, SAS on, fire her up, and then just go. Just go. Why are you taking so long? There you go. Up and off, and we'll see into the wild blue yonder how much. They're still out here. All that stuff's still out here. Clear it off of my runway. Damn it. Alright, so give me fine controls so that I can find, you know, absolutely flat. I don't want to be gaining height. I don't want to be losing height. Just want to get dead on. Shut up about the F drive. Dead on the horizon. Well, wings on the horizon. Come on, come on, come on. Where is it? It's right. It's right. Right. There. Damn it. No, alright, I screwed that up. Come on. There? There? No, you're diving. There we go. Rex Skates cheering again. That was supposed to say Kenneth. Oh, you were trying to give money in someone else's name? Like you like to do, Rex? Will you, for the love of God, just hold straight on the level? First off, it's not holding straight on the level. And I said we got 430 meters per second out of it before. Wow, it's rushing pretty quick to 400 meters per second there. Mindfly's leveler! I could add a little bit of trim. Add trim to no, that didn't work. That didn't work. Okay, it's detrim, and then pull it back up. Pull it back up and get it level again. Let's see what kind of speeds we can actually make. And I won't play with trim. Okay, that's pretty close to quit popping in and out of my left ear, damn it. Ronan Pone, if you want it to fly more level, then move the wings backwards a bit, says Noah Cross. It was fine before, and I'm not saving your version because your version is topping out at 407 meters per second. Mine is definitely an improvement over yours, and it makes more aerodynamic sense visually. Visually it does. I mean, look at that. Look at all the drag that your version is creating with those big front lips there. Those big, succulent, just lovely, polished lips. Look at it! Look at it, I say! Kenneth1 donates $1. Like this, Rex? Okay. See, now I'm not exact. Now I don't know what to believe. Now I don't know. I think Rex is smart enough that Rex sent that with the comment on it, like this Rex. Mine's better. I like mine better. I like mine better. I'm going back to the space plane hanger. I'm going to the space plane hanger, and while we go back to the space plane hanger, I'm going to grab that craft. Thank you for the donation, whoever it might have been. Go over to my downloads folder, the under 1 ton drone submitted by Ren Phoenix. Copy it from there. And then I have made a copy straight to the Steam Games folder, since that's 9 million clicks if you don't. Kerbal Space Program, we're going into saves, we're going into David, I don't know why we named it that, ships, and this is probably going to be a space plane hangar thing, right, Ren? Right? Alright, it's in place. Let's see what we got here. What's it called? The under 1 ton drones. We're looking for the U's. Under 1 ton drone, 19 parts. What? What? Who? Rex Gates cheered, bye-bye all. Oh, you've got to go, Rex. Well, goodbye, good night. Thank you for donating in Kenneth's name, as I'm sure it was you. And thank you for your lovely donation. Turning them around doesn't do anything in this game. The problem with the big craft is they have to act as vertical stabilizers, but they are in line with the center of mass, and then they do nothing, which is why they are at the tail on a conventional aircraft, says Bobo. The problem with the craft? There is no problem with that. You get your 1 ton drone that flies at 430 meters per second, and then we'll talk about the problems with people's crafts. Alright, let's check out this under 1 ton drone. Does it go 430 meters per second? Okay, what have we got here? So, we've got a surface scanning module on the front of it. Wait, you went and made your drone useful? No, it's just supposed to fly around and be stupid. Everybody argues with the way that you built it. That's how it's supposed to do. 2 batteries? What a waste of mass, Ren Phoenix. Why are you gonna be a dick? Well, I don't know. It's kind of fun. What's this? An illuminator. Oh, cool. You've tacked a light on there. It's always good. I'm going to turn your light on. And then we've got, obviously, the small liquid fuel fuselage with the Juno engine and a circular intake up front. What's that? You got a barometer on there. You did make this useful. That's not how we do. That's not how we do. SAS on, throttle to full, and go. Open her up. She gets speed pretty quick. Should we watch the aerodynamics? Oh! When are you gonna clear those off the pad? Houston? I was getting Bill to do it. Bill! Get the damn things off the pad! Oh, my God, that's Houston's job. It is Houston's job, you're right! Houston, get over here! I'm talking to a lady. Oh, is she pretty? Hey, it flies with whatever it's missing, it flies even without it. Ah! Okay. Yepers. Alright, we're gonna do that right, but first we're gonna go back to the tracking station and get that crap off of my runway. Shut up, F-Drive! I paid Bill to not do it. So yeah, it's true. Go away with you that. What? So it's the drone for pawn relay? Drone for pawn stuff, that's what I need to get rid of. Drone for pawn recover, yes. And drone for pawn recover, yes. And then we got the drone carriers and all that. Okay, we got that crap out of the way. Now we can fly Ren Phoenix's plane properly. No, Paul, why is this oil stream? Because it was in the friggin' way. You can't park something on the runway. If you've never seen a Die Hard film, it doesn't work out. Hello, Malin. Malin, or is it Mylin? Because if the Lin is, that's very an English way of writing that. So it wouldn't be Mylin, it would be Malin. Because my would be more with a, you know, it's not, so the Lin is Occidental, and then the my would be Oriental. That's the word. It's a word that I'm the first one to speak in a very long time. And there goes Kerbal. There goes Kerbal, it crashes on it. Ren Phoenix, what the hell is wrong with your plane? What the hell is wrong with your plane? Kerbal Space Program has not crashed for me in less than an hour since the last time I played Kerbal Space Program. It usually stays open for about 3 hours or so. Hoyos, it's your fault. It's the crap that you keep leaving on my runway. The game ran into it and fell apart. I remember making a craft that was actually featured in Scott Manley's video, says Nokra. Do you? Really? I didn't see that one. I don't know. I remember making several craft that were featured in a Ronin Pawn video, and that's something to not care about at all. They could fly when losing several parts too. Well, so did Ren Phoenix. Half of his plane was missing, it was still flying. If Jeb would have been in that cockpit, if there were a cockpit to be in, it would still be in the air. Back into David. But only if David consents. I do take responsibility. I mean, maybe 19 parts is too much for you. 19 parts plus the 140 that were parked on my friggin' runway is what's too much. It's too much for any person to put inside. Why are there 2 under 1 ton drones? See, you're just ruining everything. Kerbal is really buggy. This 1.3 version, I mean, I haven't been back to Kerbal since 1.0 point something, or maybe 1.1 at the latest. God, there's a whole bunch of little UI glitches and bugs and things that shouldn't be doing the way that they do, that I don't remember being there. It just got sloppy in the end, didn't it? It got really sloppy. The design for this game, just get her done. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Push her off the pad. Wow, you know Ronin Pawn, Askaboodle? Yeah, you know, I may have heard of. Alright, boom, and up and off. Ooh, very stable. Overstable. I'm turning SAS off. I'm turning SAS off. 160 meters per second, it's dipping down. Sure. Well, okay, there's a lot of crap out there being loaded into physics space there. Let's see when it starts to hit its top speed. I'll bet it flattens out. I'll bet it doesn't want to pull down anymore. Give me some aerodynamic forces here. First off, yeah, pull up a bit. We're at 240 meters per second. It's still diving, so without SAS, it needs a little bit of trim. It's fine, you know. There's nothing to be ashamed of there. Let me trim it a bit. Trim. Okay. A little bit less on the trim at this speed. 145 meters per second. Flying straight up and down, even though it's an incredibly small plane with 3 wings of equal size going in different directions. Trim it some more. Trim it. All right, just pull it up. Pull it up. Trim it some more. Trim it some more. Trim it some more. There we go. I think that's got it. Now we're flying level-ish. Starting to gain height again. Okay, detrim. What's our max speed here? We're topping out at 265 right now, but we're also gaining height. So I want to get it flat and see what we can do. Nose down. Maybe I should SAS it. We'll SAS it for the convenience of being able to speed test it. Yeah, because that's holding our height pretty steady. Right about there. Right? Come on. Come on. Up. There we go. That's good. We're going to hold this. We're going to see what we can max the speed out on this thing. It's a very nice little drone. And it's actually got usefulness because you attach science collecting parts. Mine are just there to, you know, be looked at. Touched occasionally when they're in the mood. When did I say in the KSP physics engine in that sentence? If you're going to take things literally, so can I. What? But, welcome to the stream, I2Ocket Guy. I2Ocket Guy. And Loco99 Nacho, thank you for the follow. Noah Craw, you are just a bad engineer. I actually stopped watching Pawn because of you ruining the chat. This is Mosaic Task Force. And will do so again. It's much better when you are not here. Alright, here, I'm gonna help. Don't start arguing in chat, I'll take it away. I will come back there right now. Noah, you're a mod. You argue with me. Everybody else argues with you, then you argue with me, and then I argue with you too, which means you're arguing with every man. It sucks to be a mod around here. Why'd you take that job? This is good. I like it. Let's see maneuverability. Showing maneuverability with the SAS on. Okay, from 260 meters. You know what? Here's the thing. It's not super maneuverable, but when you think about it, that's not such a bad thing because it maintains its speed. Like my jet, hello Lunatic Barrel, thank you for the follow. My jet that does 300 and whatever, 430 meters per second, super maneuverable, but if you make the slightest adjustments, you lose a lot of your speed and have to regain it. This craft hits its max speed, and then if you go into a turn, it seemed to stay near, if not above 200 meters per second while I was making those turns, because it's not trying to make the turns all in a single go. So, I like it. I like it, Ren. It's a good one. I like mine better, because I made it. But that's I think we'd all say that, wouldn't we? I wonder if you can land this as a VTOL. I wonder if you can land this as a VTOL. So we're coming up on the island here, and I want to. Whoa. Okay. The I'm yawing right now, and the yawing is pretty serious on that. How about if we authority? Oh, don't do that. It's gonna. Okay, I might have screwed everything. Yeah, I might have. So the authority limiter on the yaw. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, throttle all the way up, and then we just got to get out of this death roll. Got to get out of this death roll, and then SAS it. A perfect landing every time. It does land as a VTOL. I mean, any landing you can walk away from, and it's a drone, so I always walk away from them. Back to the Space Center. I like it, Ren. I like it. You would think that I was intentionally doing this stuff, wouldn't you? Are you making a compilation of my craft blocking pawn? Don't craft block. If he's trying to hook up with... Wait. Oh, craft block. Craft block. You talking about cheese? This is the midstream break, and it doesn't feel like we've been here for an hour because I've just been having fun. We didn't get bogged down in doing something stupid like building a Formula 1 car. Whose idea was that? It was mine, and it's what I want to do, and it's what we will do when we get back from the midstream break. Shall we go to break? Does anyone else feel like we need a break? I guess we'll have a break, because we usually do. Some people in chat may want to empty their bladders. I don't want you emptying them on the computer into Kerbal Space Program, so we'll empty them. We'll empty our bladders where they're supposed to be emptied. We will do things appropriately by turning the master volume down to 0 and going over to... by the way, this live stream brought to you once again by Rockamax, makers of the finest space toiletry. If you need to evacuate your bowels into a vacuum, think Rockamax for bowel evacuation. That's what they paid me to say. Right, Houston? Yeah! I think Houston's right. I think that was probably the last time I'll be able to do this for Rockamax. What music can I still play around here? I've had so many songs that are getting hit by YouTube copyright claims, and even though they're wrong, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's released attribution and CC0 and all those things. You're wrong, but I don't even know what I can play anymore. I'll tell you what. Since we're in Kerbal Space Program right now, we'll listen to one of Emil Pearson's alternate Kerbal Space Program themes. This would be perfect for, like, if you build, like, an Enterprise or a Voyager into KSP. This would be the opening of it, you know? And then some captain talking about how effed over they are. Okay, that's getting loud. I am the Ronin Pawn. We will be back in 7 minutes after this short break brought to you by Rockamax. Don't go anywhere. Pawn not out.
The streets of Salem were a terrifying sight. The witches dancing with the demons in the night. Their evil minions watch the town while it's in bed. Wish 'em dead, wish 'em dead, wish 'em dead. Old Reverend Paris knew that something was amiss. He felt the evil from a spiritual abyss. He knew the time had come to purify the town. Hunt 'em down, hunt 'em down, hunt 'em down. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell.